and I've never done business before. And this was the very first business I had done. And I'm so proud that today I am an entrepreneur because of this industry. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to take you to my forever journey. I'm a wife to the most handsome husband in the world. Wow. I'm a mother of 2. My son is 8, my daughter is 5. And for me to say yes to this opportunity, it was because my son was 4 months old, of a brand new mother, hardly any direction. I needed a community of people to make me thrive. I was desperate. I was yearning for it. Today, I'm 35, turning 36. I'm a retired fitter artisan. So give me a gearbox. Tell me, machine, climb on top of the roof. There's a technical issue. I don't know where the boots will be coming from, but you'll see the boots, you'll see my toolbox, you'll see everything, because I'm that technical. I'm that girl who went to school to work with my hands. When I retired, initially because I joined the business in 2016, so I'm 8 years in the game. And when I retired 12 months of being in the business on a part-time basis, and I retired as a soaring manager in the business. And I'm a global running qualifier. And when I arrived in Drakensberg, I was number 11. And today, I'm number 8. I'm a Chairman's Bonus qualifier. I'm a Diamond Sapphire manager. I hold a Forever to Drive level 3. And I joined Forever just for an extra 3,000 rands. Can you see my journey there? Okay. Anybody who knows social media, they will say that was before Aromet. And here in the Lilac, it's definitely after Aromet. So that day, when I was sitting there with my sponsor, who is currently the country sales manager of she was showing me a formula on how I can start getting rid of the problems I had in my life. Emotionally, I was not in a good state. I could have used it as an excuse, but I watched her as the one who's giving me the opportunity. So today, she's my mentor, she's my coach, and I'm so proud that I get to be where I am under her leadership. Let's give her a round. I don't want to waste too much of your time. I want to enter with this to say, a river cuts through a rock, not because of its power, but because of its lack of not giving up, because of its persistence. Imagine a rock, imagine the water, just in, slowly, failing, coming back, pushing, coming back, and finally, it can cut through that rock. I want to say to you, I was not one of the talented people when I came into the business. Actually, I was the least talented in my outfit. You might be sitting there. You are someone who says, I'm frustrated. I was frustrated when I came. You might be sitting there, you are saying, I don't know how to address issues. I'm coming from there. You might be sitting there, you are asking yourself, what am I going to do with this downline that keeps on asking me so many questions that I don't know how to answer to them? I want to say to you, persistence and perseverance is what we're going to implement from now on. It's about identifying strengths and nurturing them. What is your current strength right now? What is the thing that you know you're good at? When I came into the business, I knew I was hardworking. That is the only thing that I came into the business with. I knew I had a smile. I knew I had the potential to be friendly, but everything else I strengths that you have identified when you came into the business. It's about identifying weakness and working on it. At the age of 28, everybody who was in my circle said no to the business. I had to go and look for strangers. I had to go and look for people who I profiled. You see that it says establish meaningful relationships. I had to go and fine. I managed to get them. They came on board. They were stronger than me. Because who wants a weak leader? Who wants a weak leader? Do you want to run with a downline that is seemingly weak? The first things first is you go and look for people that will have at least the potential to come into the business. So I look for them. Good job. Number 2, now I had to start talking to them. An N6, an artisan, or an artisan with an N6 qualification. I've never worked with anyone before. I've never led anyone before. And now I must lead these women who've got 2 degrees, who've got qualification after qualification, who are confident even before they come into the business. I could have suffered, but you know what I did? I suffered in silence, but I got to do the work on me.
Oh, yes.
So start identifying the weaknesses that you've got. Don't run away from them. Those are the first things that you need to face. I had to start working on daily habits, which I believe the speakers have touched so much on. I had to become humble enough. Are you humble enough to press that reset button? Are you humble enough to be that person who says, I can still go back and identify what it is that got me here, and I can take it and move forward with me? We've all got weaknesses. Sometimes those weaknesses, we are scared to face them because they are the demons that are inside of us. I want to say to you today, face your demon. Work on that weakness. If you can't talk, work on it. If you can't stand up and say, I want to push myself, work on it. Start working on that. And you will see that you will get things right. So persistence and perseverance is about acknowledgement of knowing that I have to do whatever it takes. It's about showing up to constantly learn. It's about working hard to see results. And let me tell you, when you work hard, when you see results, the first people that are going to follow you is actually your team. All the leaders that have been standing here, they stood here because they know what they're talking about. They're doing as they're saying. And I want to say that part of your persistence and perseverance is that if your why is big enough, what is your why right now? At this very point in time, what is the thing that is going to make you stand up from where you are to where you are going? If it is big enough, the how will force you to change. It will force you to work on your weaknesses. It will force you to level up. Just some of the few perseverance techniques. Number 1, accountability. I was one person who was scared of being accountable. Making bold decisions about your business. The leader spoke about 60 club. The leader spoke about 100 club. Are you ready to make the bold decision yourself? Are you ready to take accountability for the steps that you are just about to take to change your business? Are you ready to embrace the setbacks you walked into that room with? I don't know how many times I've come here and I've been winning. First year when I came, I was winning. I was new. I didn't understand the business. They called my name on stage. Do you know that feeling? We all know it. You are not yet in understanding of the business. You are not yet sure what is the direction. You are just listening to your sponsor saying, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. And when they call your name on stage, you become motivated. But there is that one particular day when they don't call your name. What is the accountability factor? What is the thing that you're going to start saying to yourself, I'm going to start being accountable for this. And I'll start pushing and working towards my dreams. Take responsibility for your growth. The leaders have spoken. How much are you willing to go the extra mile for you to grow? Yes, you've grown. You are a manager. Actually, give yourself a round of applause for who you are. But I want to say to you, if the journey is still lying ahead, I promise you, accountability to your dreams, accountability to yourself, accountability to the people that are aligned with you is the first step that you want to take. Believe. There were days where I would wake up and I would feel like, do I really believe in myself? Do I really believe where I'm going? But because you've got somebody that is helping you to maintain that positive mindset, you've got a community that is helping you to maintain that positive mindset, it helps you to naturally believe. How many of us have really went to people that have been achieving and you say to them, oh, you know what? I don't know how you do it. You are a manager. You are asking a manager how they did it. Do you believe in yourself? Do you believe in the business? Do you believe that you're going somewhere? You've seen the top 50. You've seen the top 10. Do you believe that you can actually be called next year, this time?
I believe.
So if you believe, if you're accountable, you will definitely set goals that are clear. Once you start setting those achievable, measurable goals, that actually helps you in terms of remaining focused on your journey. And I also want to say, how many times have you given yourself an opportunity to actually celebrate the small wins? Do you ever pat yourself on the back? Do you? Yes? No?
Yes.
Celebrate small wins. Celebrate your team's small wins. If you've decided to start reading a book, celebrate. Be grateful. You are not the same as you were yesterday. Those small wins will keep you focused along the way. They will help you to persevere. Can we all read this?
Your body is the worker and your mind is the boss.
Can we read it again?
Your body is the worker and your mind is the boss.
Can you read it and own it?
My body is the worker and my mind is the boss.
My body, this one, will listen to this one. This one, she doesn't have a choice. She's got no choice but to submit to this one. This one is the one that runs the day. And if this one can't run the day, guess what? The day will run it. And once the day runs it, it's game.
Game over.
It's game over. It's game over. The days you don't feel like waking up, this is the affirmation that you need to make. for training, your body is the worker. Your mind is the boss. The day that you need to put in a sacrifice to build your business, somebody's business here, it needs a rescue plan. It needs what do you call that thing? It needs an oxygen mask. The day you must put that oxygen mask on your business, your body is the worker. And this mind that is made up is the one that is going to rescue your business. We are running a business with no feelings. Your business does not have feelings. Your business does not care how you feel. Your business does not care whether there is a wedding at your house. It's got nothing to do with that. It must run. And your mind must be the one that runs it. So, with that being said, I want to take you through just a small reminder. What are the things that are actually going to assist you to get to reach your goals or to get to build your business? Number one, anybody who's got goals? So we all have goals, right? Yes. Where are our goals? In your planner. Where's your planner?
On the wall.
At home.
No.
Where at home? In the bag? On the vision board? Where is the vision board?
Up on the fridge.
Is the vision board inside your bed? Is the vision board underneath the bed? Is the vision board inside the wardrobe? Is the vision board somewhere where the child can just take a pencil and scribe on it? Where is the vision board? Where must the vision board be? It must be on the wall where you can see it. That is why they call it a vision board. Yes, vision, but it has to be visual. If you don't have your goals up, if you don't have your targets up on your wall, if your bedroom is not a busy bedroom, and you're still scared of your husband who says, don't do this business, then you're not yet ready to grow. Then you're not yet ready to grow. Because that vision board, those goals, those targets, they must be here. When you wake up in the morning, you must watch them. If you're going for that car incentive, 150 case credits where you brush your teeth, it must be there. It must be there. What is it there for? It's there to make sure that your body is the worker and the mind remains the boss. Your planning is important. What are you doing when you're leaving Drakensberg? After you've left Drakensberg? Any plans for the weekend? Yes. Weekenders? Yes. What are the plans? Business launches this side? Presentations this side?
Health talk.
Sorry?
Health talk.
Health talks this side. So make sure that your planning is intact. The planning is the one that is going to give your business the pulse. Think about it. If you want to feel a pulse, can you just imagine the pulse of number one in Africa? What is happening in her business? It's not even fading. It's actually beating up. What is the pulse of your business? If you put your fingers on your business, what is that pulse like? Or is it what is the pulse? How do you project your business? What are your weekly plans? What are you closing on this month? Do you know your targets for the month? Yes, it's just here. Do you know your yearly plan? What are you going to do for the year? You've started on the right foot. You came to the Drakensberg Managers Convention. Well done to you. But what is the next step from here until December that is going to determine how you come back here next year, this time? What is your 5-yearly plan? Your calendar. How is your calendar looking like? You know, when I came into the business, early in the days, I learned very well that if your house is neat and it's clean, you are not doing your business. If you've got so much time to clean your house, okay, except for number 1. If you've got so much time to clean your house, what does that mean? It means your business is standing. And let me tell you, if your calendar is idling, you've got no movement. If you've got no movement, you've got no business. If you've got no business, you've got no income.
Fact.
So let's engage in those weekly launches, business and product, weekend business presentations, training and execution, power hour. We've got a very powerful tool. I don't know how many people came to me yesterday and said, I want to start power hour. Please, you must plug me in. I don't have to plug you in. You just take that link, you plug yourself in, and you plug yourself into the system. Do you know what Power Hour does? There's a lot of advantages. And let me tell you the very first and important one. We are in a business of duplication. You want to do something and you want your downline to do exactly what you do. Am I right? If you're doing 60K credits, you want your downline to do what?
When you are
Okay.
disjointed.
Is it going down south this side? What's going on? If you are going to be in a business of duplication, you need your team to do the same thing that you are doing. This relieves you of the balance that you need. How many of us are struggling with balance, guys? You want to build your business, you want to help your team, you want to do this, you want to do that. How many people are really sitting here and they're saying, I'm struggling with balance? There's a lot of us. We are all coming from there. But because we've got this system, you are simply going to tell your team, log in. Log in, guys. Get in the power hour. Different leaders are teaching on a daily basis. What does that tell you? We are not drinking from one well. We are actually keeping on with different people who've all got a perspective or a different personality of how to run the business. We need to commit to that. And the more of us that do it, the better our businesses will be. You are able to learn how to run your business on social media. How many people are actually asking for social media training? Just enter Power Hour. You will know how to run your social media business. You will know how to empower your social media business. Please clap for me. And your accountability partner. How's the relationship between you and your accountability partner? Is it great? Is it good? You need to maintain it. You need to have reports. You need to have reviews. You need to assess your business. We are in a business that we say you are here for yourself, but you are not here by yourself. So let's go and engage with those people that will push us even when it's tough. Targets. You're a manager. You've got managers under you. You are not sure how much your managers are going to do. You are not sure how much you're going to finish off on. You are not sure what is the total of the month going to be. Then it means you've got no business. So you need to know all of those You need to know who is bringing what. Kuji mentioned, she said it. You need to know who is doing what at any given point in time so that you can identify who to actually start working closely with. And show up. You know, big decisions are made at company events, guys.
Yes.
How many people have walked away from here and they decided? How many people walked away from the Rise Up and they decided, hi man, Yasus is Tobega. I think I can challenge myself to challenge him. How many people have walked away with that big decisions are made in showing up? So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to rush a bit. See, my time is almost up. Let's talk a bit about bouncing back. Let's talk a bit about resilience. Resilience is the ability to actually withstand yourself, being in that pain, being in that suffering, being in that season of drought, being in that valley. How you bounce back will determine how resilient you are. I remember the days, like I said, when I used to win. But there was one particular year when I actually came here to Drakensberg and I had lost my check. 2018 was a yes. 2019, yes. 2020, yes. 2021, nothing happened. I could have, but I didn't. It didn't happen. How do you think I came here feeling like? How do you think I was feeling when people were going on stage? I'm used to going on the stage every year. And this particular year, the check said, Andisi.
Andisi.
I had to drag myself here. I had to press the reset button. I had to keep on talking to myself to say, Mashi, Yana, I don't believe it, but yeah, we are going. I remember on the 31st of December, things were not happening. So much was happening in my life that day. I lost my granddad. Actually, my granddad, it was his funeral. My mom was not feeling well. That was when she started deteriorating in health. I lost my mom 2 years ago. Everything was not going okay. Everything that had to go wrong, it was going wrong. After having made the decision to say, I am going to do it. On the 1st of January, I felt like calling America. I felt like saying to America, America, can you give me 5 more days? But you know what?
It's done, it's done.
It was over. Because I allowed my body and my feelings to be the boss. So, cut the long story short, came to Drakensberg. It's just standing there. I called them. I felt like I can go back home. But right on the day, on the first day, I will never forget that day. It was right on that day when I pressed that reset button. I said, Mashi, you are not going to come back here next year looking the same way that you are looking today. You're not going to come here next year pretending like things are okay when you're not feeling okay inside. You're not going to come here next next year, in the same top 20, I said, girl, your comeback must be a serious comeback. I committed. That was the first thing I did. I did not leave it to myself. I did not even want it to stay with me. Because if it stayed with me, I was easily just going to let it go. Am I right? In March, the same vavavoom that you are having today, it will be long gone. So I had to make sure that I put it to someone's ear before the excitement could even wear off. I did it. I sat down with her. I cried. Do you cry also? Do you cry, guys? I cried. I'm emotionally attached to my goals. If I don't achieve, I cried. I remember the day I cried so much. I said to her, Waka, there's no ways. Next year, I'm going to finish. This year, I'm going to finish my check. In fact, August, September. She said, Waka, stop it. I'm tired of you talking and you're not taking action. I said, just listen to me, please. I said, next year, this time, I will be getting my check. I will be begging my chairman's bonus. And guess what? October. October. I said, I'm going in the top 10. She said, stop it. I said, Waka, come on. We've come a long way. I know you are the person I can count on. If you can just say yes, go for it. That's all I needed. And when I came back, I had moved 2 spaces up. So it's working through the emotion. Resilience is telling yourself over and over and over again. Horrible. Girl, you can't allow that. You must not allow that. Yes, you've started and you've stopped. Do you know what causes that?
Yeah, sure.
It's a start-stop situation. I'm going to stop it here. It's a start-stop. You start, you work, you stop. The prosperity is still there, right? The prosperity is still going. But because you stop for this duration, you're going to feel it for the next few months. So let's stop starting and stop. Let's keep going. You'll feel it there. You'll feel it there. So let's get into the area. Have a bounce back factor. Harness the power of your words. What are you saying to yourself? What are you saying to people? Never listen to negative criticism. Praise yourself frequently. See failure as a reboot. When your computer goes off, you reboot it. So press that button, reboot, and work your way up again. Develop excellent coping skills. Cope. Have a coping mechanism. Stop breaking down for months on end. How are you even going to recover from your check? Okay, please take a picture of this. And I just want to say that after every failure, you need to rise up. You need to take charge. Sorry, my time is up. The only way your team will respect you is if you win, is if you bounce back. Yes. Become unstoppable and never stop to be inspired by